Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Jill and this is At Home on Park. Today I'm going to share with you some items that I created for and around my front door using thrift store items, dollar store items, and items that I found in my yard. So if this sounds good to you, follow me. Here we have our wire wreath form that I purchased from the dollar store. We'll use this to create a crescent moon using this bundle of flowers that I picked up at Hobby Lobby, 40% off. I spent no more than $16 for the bundle. We have our velvet pumpkins that I purchased from the dollar store. Not sure exactly what we'll use, but I have them on hand for whatever I decide. We have this velvet ribbon that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. We may incorporate this into our wreath. Again, as I go, we'll decide what I'm going to use. We have our scissors and our wire cutters. Highly recommend the wire cutters to cut the wreath. And we have our florist wire just to help with adhering the picks. I have this paper bag. I know a lot of people use the twine, yarn. I'm going to use a paper bag. It's cheaper and just as effective, so that's what we're going to use today. Okay, so to cut our moon, I'm going to cut here, and I'm going to cut here. So again, I'm going to use my wire cutters, makes it much more easier than scissors. And as I cut, I just kind of want to mold into a point for each end. And then we're going to take our tape. I'm using packing tape, but you can use whatever you have on hand. It's going to get covered, so it doesn't matter if it's, blue painter's tape or masking tape or duct tape, whatever you have on hand, whatever will hold. Okay, so now that's done, we are going to take our paper bag and I am just going to simply cut the bag into strips. After I cut the bag into strips, we're just going to take each strip and we're going to wrap it around our wreath. I'm using hot glue. You could use tape, whichever you prefer. Works well either way. Okay, so now that that is complete, we're going to take our picks and I'm just going to pull them apart. And then I'm just going to start playing with what I have, kind of getting a feel for my placement of flowers, what's going to work best where. And I think I'm going to go with this pick. I like how it comes to a point. And yeah, this is the one we're going to pick. So I'm just going to put a little dollop of glue on the ends of the pick to hold it in place to keep that form. I'm going to do it on both sides. And then I'm going to take some florist wire and I'm just going to wrap it around the center so I can continue to add the picks as I go along and nothing shifting, and it'll give it a nice firm hold. So you can see I keep pulling the wreath away. I'm holding it up so I can get a better look at my placement. I even still added some pics after I hung it on the door. It's easier to see versus having it just laying down on a table. But in the end, I think it turned out really nice. I'm very pleased with it. Now I'm just going to add some more florist wire just to keep those pumpkins in place. Now here I decided to add some moss. I think it'll give it a more softer, organic look. Finish this up and we'll move on to our next project. Okay, so here we are going to create a witch's broom using this stick I found out in the yard, along with these twigs and sticks that I've gathered. We're going to use the remainder of the picks that we used on the wreath, and we're going to use some twine, and let's get started. So I'm going to go up about an inch from the bottom, and I'm just going to take my hot glue gun and I'm going to adhere a few using the hot glue gun, and then you will see that I wrap some twine around, and then I will add some more twigs. I will wrap some more twine around to get the look that I'm going for. This project here is a little tedious, but again, if you take your time, it's a simple project. Again, I'm just going to play around, hot glue them in, get a feel for my look. And I decided to add some little cut flowers to the top to soften up the broom. And now we'll just add a little black ribbon. And I'll finish this up. We'll move on to the next project. Here we have a terracotta pumpkin that I purchased at the Goodwill for $1.99. And we're just going to freshen it up with an orange pumpkin spice paint. Simple acrylic paint, and we're going to mix it with some baking soda, equal parts, just to give it more of a textured look. We have a skeleton here that I purchased from the dollar store. We are going to paint him a simple acrylic white, and I may take some antiquing wax and put that over him. I'm not sure yet. We also have these crows that I purchased at Hobby Lobby for 50% off or 40% off. So now we're going to take our equal parts mixture and we're going to apply it to the pumpkin. I decided to take a lighter shade of orange just to do the inside of the pumpkin and around the eyes. And here you can see that texture. All right, so now we'll move on to the skeleton. We're just gonna simply paint him white. I will apply 2 coats. And after I see him painted white, I decide to apply the antiquing wax. So we're just going to rub it all over our skeleton, and then I will wipe and dab off to create the look that I'm going for. Okay, I'm going to finish the skeleton, and then we are going to incorporate the crow and the skeleton into the pumpkin, and I'll show you how I display everything. I decided to opt out of using the crow for the pumpkin. I added a spell book from the dollar store instead. Here's another spell book I purchased from the dollar store, and we added the crow to the pumpkin. And I just purchased this little scarecrow at Joann Fabric on sale for $15. I made a little witch hat for my dog statue using scrapbook paper and Mod Podge. Here's our broom and our wreath. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit that like and subscribe button for more DIY projects, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.